Hello. Welcome back. I'm playing The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I realized after watching the VOD last time that my mic was super loud. So, made sure to switch that up. Oh, I made sure to post that I was live. I just need to make sure that I... There we go. Sorry, I should get a shock mount for my mic, but... Anyway. I was here last time. Killed those bokoblins. That's right. I was looking for weapons in order to I need to get the Royal Guards Claymore and the Royal Halberd. Those are the two I need. That's a hearty truffle. And I'm here mostly just for that. I don't think there's anything else I need here. Ooh, yes, key size. I need a lot of those. I'm going to be going to a bunch of caves more often in order to get key size, because keys will often fly out of a cave as soon as you get close to it. I'm glad they added this. Okay. Okay, OBS reconnected. That's gonna be an awesome VOD for people who look at my Twitch channel. I hate that Twitch Twitch makes a new VOD every time you end stream on because of your internet connection or whatever. That's like really annoying to me. Where? So I am only missing the Royal Guard Claymore and the Royal Halberd, so I'm only going to be looking for those. Oh, actually I could have replaced the construct. Actually I need something that's not metal. So I'm looking for the harbor. Harbor's probably the best place to go. The particles in the air when you're in Hyrule Castle always make me think that it's always gonna become a blood moon. And when I looked at the clock I looked at the particles and I was like, oh, it's just because I'm in Hyrule Castle. And then I looked at the clock and it was 11:55. I'm like, no, it's because of the full moon and it was because of the blood moon. And then it turned to 2:12. And I'm like, nope, no, okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine. No need to panic. Oh, come on. Looking for those last two is going to be difficult because I also never, that's what I should be doing right now, is I need to pull up a Tears of the Kingdom object map. I'll throw that on my second monitor. Tears of the Kingdom object map. I think this is the one I used. Let me see. Minus field ghost. Yes, it is. This is the object. Okay. So Royal Guard. Royal Guard Claymore. It's a treasure chest. I don't want a treasure chest, I just want it out. Have I already gotten a Royal Guard Claymore? Because it seems like something I wouldn't have missed up there. Huh. One second, let me pull up OBS again so that I have chat and OBS open. Okay, so Royal Guard Claymore is up there. What about a Royal Halberd? Oh, there is one down here where I am. Unless, no, the second gatehouse is also up there. So that's in the Sanctum, it appears. Okay, so that's the Royal Guard Claymore. There are apparently like 7 in the Sanctum that I just didn't see. Okay, so that's on the island. That's okay. That's all. That's Claymore. Okay, so apparently no. I was looking at all Royal Guard stuff, so I need to look at Royal Halberd. It's a white mane Lionel. Treasure chest. This is just one open and out. That's a cave that has one. That one can scale up. So I don't want that. It should just be out in the opening. Out in the open. Okay, so that's where it is. Okay, so I know where both the Royal Claymore is and the Royal Guard Claymore and the Royal Halberd. And I just need both of those and to break them. Oh my goodness, I remember doing this in order to get the Dusk Bow. Alright. I can't fly yet because I don't have the pedestal. But that's the same spot that the Royal Guard. Wow, stream moments took a while to catch up. Okay, so there's the Royal Guard's Claymore. Actually, it's... Oh, I have the Royal Halberd. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna throw this, because it's already broke. It's already almost broken anyways. So I have all 3, the Royal Guard stuff. And I have the Royal Halberd, so all I need to do is use them until they break. So that's good. I'm done with that. Oh, it became 4 AM. I forgot he's a black moblin. Wait, what? I changed my... Give me 1 second. I am streaming on the wrong freaking thing. I'm streaming Tears of the Kingdom. Oh. It's because I forgot to change my... 1 sec. I gotta change my category. On Twitch. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. Edit. Change this to Tears of the Kingdom. Done. I'm so sorry about that. I was on the wrong category. Okay. Let me go back to channel. There we go. I'm back on Tears of the Kingdom now. I forgot to do that before stream. That's my bad. Again, as I said, stream elements say that because I would have forgotten. I had the right, what is it? Category? I had the right stream key because I have multiple stream keys depending on like the setup for YouTube because I'm streaming on both. And just forgot to change my category is all. So I have the sword, claymore, and the halberd for both. What are these moblins that I dropped on? Should be down there somewhere. However, I can't recall. I just wanted their materials as all. Okay. Alright, should I take on the Lionel Coliseum now? I have done everything I sort of want to do. Okay. That's just Pirate saying, good job. Now, you should investigate these 4 areas and stuff. But I'm practically out my own now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes.
Hebra, Eldon, Gerudo, and Lineru. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rita Village at Hebra recently. It's pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. But this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, before I forget, Link, we've asked Lucy Glover Gazette to cover Lucky Clover Gazette to help us search in Zelda. There's somebody who knows more about the goings on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance at Rito Village. Okay. What happened to the princess? I'm telling you to check in the major phenomena that are troubling the region. Okay. Was the morning. Hey, you're actually back. It's been a long time. You have any idea how worried I've been? Pyrrha told you everything? Robbie. Is it true you got the parapod? Pyrrha and I worked on the design. Whatever. Come on, Goggles. What did she say? Robbie pad. Come on, Goggles. Are you even listening to me? Oh, yeah, yes. So what were you saying? I was saying I want to investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go jump into the chasm myself. No way, no how. I can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own, and we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms? No matter how wondrous they are, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere unknown. No, so foul. If anything were to happen to Perseus student, it'd be the end for me. The end! But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, it should help us better understand the depths. The figure? Oh, Swordsman, sorry. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Let me give you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from the journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. I think that evidence the mysterious people once lived in the depths. I see why that's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. But Goggle says it's too dangerous and he won't let me go. Joshua, come on now. I'll tell you what, I'll go down there myself and I'll see if I can find anything about the figure on that slate. And then go join me! We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what's on the picture that we're looking for, we'll use the Parapod's camera to take a picture of it. Camera? The thing I never used in the previous game? You know about the camera? It's one of the Parapod's basic features. You used it on the Chica slate. With the camera, you can capture a nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored on your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the Parapod. Well then, I'll teach you how to take pictures once we're down there anyways. There's a lot of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead once you're raring to go. Come find me there. Ta-da!
What?
Hey, hang on. Looks like he's gone. I'm sorry you got roped into all this, Swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaps before he looks. But here, maybe this will help you out at least. I'm gonna take this too. The chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay. You'll head straight down to Lookout Landing Southern Gate. I like how, because it's impossible to draw a sword from your back, they don't even try with this. Like, it's not physically possible for the human body to, like, draw the blade so far out, so they don't even try. It just clips right through your shield. Actually, they miss a few frames of animation specifically because of that. You never see it really go through the shield. Maybe in the 100 FPS version they do. Dazzle fruit. Super useful against the undead down there. Oh, I love that noise. Where did Robbie go? Are you Link? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ponik from the Zone survey team. Robbie told me to guide him once you arrived, but he rushed along with such haste I didn't bring enough brightness and now I've run out, so I've lost sight of him. I thought he was taking a short walk over to that glowing area there. But he just kept going. And going. Last I saw him, he was headed that way over off to the west. You have any bright bulb seeds with you? I do. That's great news. The light from the surface doesn't reach down here as long as you may have noticed. You'd be risking your life to wander out here without a light source, you know. You can easily get bright bulb seeds from caves if they stick up. They'll light up if struck, so it's pretty easy to use too. By power, by most used.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna use bigger ones. Or actually, I'll shoot the bigger ones. So did they build the shrines on top of the light roots, or did the light roots come from the shrines? Muddle buds are down here too. There aren't very many bomb flowers, but I know they can spawn down here. Like there. Good little bomb flower. Bomb flowers I'll be using a lot. Moblin horn. Let's find something better, yeah, to break these with. Wasn't gonna use my axe on them. Nice. Bomb flower. Can't wait to fill out the entire map. Oh, that's who was chasing me. Nice, I fucking killed him. Aracuda. Nice. Okay. What? Look at this bright spot. It's got a light in the dark. It's downright refreshing. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like it's like we're on the surface. Much better standing here makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, you, here, I need to know what I found. I need to show you what I found. Statue, you know, camera. Camera. Boom. You can use this as how compendium. Go take a picture of that statue. How'd that go? If you captured the image of a statue with your camera, hurry up and show me. I'd like to see how it works. See how it looks. Stupendous. Looks like you've captured it well. I'm sure Joshua will be satisfied with this. Lighting up that immense room, getting a picture of the statue. You start helping us research down here, but more will soon investigate. Well, I have time to back up the surface. See, look at landing. Make sure Joshua doesn't wait too long for that picture. Okay. All right. I tried to perform controller surgery since last time, but it didn't go well. I stripped a screw. So. Hey, you! Show Joshua the picture of that statue. It matches up pretty well. Looks darn cool, too. That's it. It matches. It does match what's going on in the fragment. Thank you, swordsman. Just like to say, we'll figure out what must be showing people of some sort, whoever they are. Seems to my theory that people live in the depths. I'm sure we'll find more traces of them if we keep searching. It's a big discovery. Now, what's next? The possibilities for there's so much more to research. But before I focus on that, thank you for this helping me in this stage of my investigation. Our earlier surveys of the depths found all of this. What do you think it's for? Zonite. Goggles, swordsman. Thank you so much for helping me through the depths with me. Okay. So, that's the quest to get my camera back. Now I could be tackling a bunch of other quests, like, let's, how many, blessings of light? I have 2. That's also another reason why I like the dusk bows, because it doesn't burn. Or it doesn't, it's not metal, so it's electricity. It doesn't attract electricity. But it's also not wood either, so it doesn't burn either. So it's nice. No, I'm way below it. It's above me right now, isn't it? Oh, that's the tower. I can get that tower. In fact, I'm thinking about getting it. There's Lon Lon Ranch right there, or at least the ruins of it. Okay, I'm gonna get some more shrines then, and progress the game a little further. Maybe I'll take on the Lionel Coliseum, because I do like doing the Lionel Coliseum a whole lot. Shape rotation, I remember this one. You can also be bypassed with a shield and a bomb. I have 2 bombs, so I can bypass 2 parts of this puzzle. This part I don't think I need to bypass. Oh, it does need to be this. Nice. Nice. May the light of blessing grant you the strength you seek. You need a lot of light roots in order to get up to full stamina in this game. Thrice between the eyes. Not really. Oh, this was the Guardian platform area. This is where the tower this of Central Hyrule was placed in Breath of the Wild. Whenever you teleport here, you get fucking boned up by and on both sides by it. A spinning device. It's showing you how to use fucking wheels. Speaking of, did I get? Yeah, I did get the all the chests in that one. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yay, that's another heart. I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to put that towards stamina because stamina sucks in this game. And stamina is really quieter for the early game. In fact, I'd posit to say that the first 5 of your upgrades should always go towards stamina. Besides, of course, the very first one, which is forced to be a heart. Like, it doesn't, the game doesn't give you an option with that one. It's always a heart. Of course. Place that right there. I'd like a steering stick if I could. But it seems not. I forgot that's why people use fucking arrows. Actually, this is much bigger. Yeah, let's use this one. What did I just see up there? Oh, I just saw a tower behind it. That fox is so lucky. That fox just stood there like God was on his side, and it was. Fucking nothing was gonna get that fox. Nice. Okay, so this is a tower demonstrated in the demo of the game that a bunch of content creators of this game were allowed to play at a convention before this game's release. And it was like the goal is get to the tower, like get into the tower, and yeah. Because it's actually a really good demonstration of like the mechanics that they added to this game. Because now they have like the bokoblins will set off traps against you instead of what they did in Breath of the Wild, which is just do nothing. A fixed device. Oh, the spikes. Yeah. So I've seen almost everything, every device that is used in a Skyview, portable Skyview tower. Stick it in there and then die. It's baseball. I like that they put the markings down in order for you to measure how close or how far away it is. Because in order to hit this one, you need to hit it pretty early. So early, in fact, that I think the rate... Yeah. The rate that I press the attack button and the rate that I actually attack with for a large two-handed weapon like that is not... It just wasn't going to work. So this is the way that you're supposed to attach things to, like, the terrain. Because there isn't a way to use the Ultra Hand ability to just, like, glue something to the ground. So you use that spike in order to do it. Funny for it to fall. No, it swings too far that way. No, I need to hit it super late. Like it needs to be past the point. Past the point. Oh my god. Almost. I think the problem with it is that it is too low. It's causing it to bounce high, and I want it to go. I want it to just roll into place. I tried to. That's when I wanted to attack. Oh, come on. Playing a turn-based RPG, then a live-action RPG, and then tomorrow is going to be a first-person RPG is going to be so hard on my brain because I'm going to be balancing all three of these series in tandem with one another. And it's not going to be super fun on my mental, but whatever. All right. Smells something really good. I'm pretty sure someone's making something and I haven't eaten in a few hours. Whatever. I can wait until the end of stream. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to get into the tower, and then once you get into the tower, you have to fight you have to fight enemies all the way up. Basically. But I'm sort of cheating by starting with a battle axe like I am. What is this, by the way? It said... Oh, it's a sturdy wooden stick. That's what it is. Yeah, the moblin does that. I don't know why he does that. Why they have him programmed to just kill himself? Well, I'm surprised a horn hasn't been blown. Who shot at me? Nice. Good job, you missed. If the weapon's attack far outweighs the shield's defense stat, then the weapon will just get knocked out of their hands, or the shield will get knocked out of their hands. That is a armored. I don't have any food. Didn't make any. That's my bad. Why? Why did it decide? Oh yeah, the crate is what you want. That was dumb. I was just trying to get the bomb on my shield. That was stupid. Also, put me up here, right? Wait, does this weapon have critical hit? It does not. Oh no, it's because it's almost broken. That's what it is. This weapon does much more damage when it's nearly broken. Because it has such low durability, it had to have something. This is also a great place to replenish your weapons. Actually, I should use this one. Blackened crab. I don't know if that pile of bones actually means that there's going to be any Stalfos around here. Stalblins of any kind. Wow, I remember this so vividly. I was like, why is it that people always go to the Sky? Like, what is it that drives people to go to the Sky Archipelagos? It just must be because of, like, the desire for exploration. No. It's almost always that you just flew up from a sky tower and you just see the archipelago next to you, and you just want to land on it right then. So you always want to land on the archipelago as soon as you fly up into the sky tower, because you're like, it's right there. Just like fly right now. And that's what drives you to go towards the sky archipelago. And then once you're there, you get all like the stuff up here that's neat and stuff, like the stam bulbs and the fire fruit and stuff like that. And the sundelions. I wonder if that duping thing is still around. There was once a duping mechanic, maybe it still is, I don't know, where you could what was it? You could fuse a bunch of gourmet, either using Ultra Hand or with Fuse, I can't remember. I think it was with Ultra Hand. Oh no, maybe it was with Fuse. You fuse a bunch of gourmet meat onto a bunch of weapons, and you fuse them together, and then you create like the construct thing, and then you use auto build to place them down, and then while they're in the air, like they're just hanging around, waiting to be built by you. You don't press the build button, you just have them hanging around in the air. Then they will just drop off the vine, and if you're in a cold area, they'll just drop off of the weapons while they're like just in the thing. Like they haven't been built yet. They shouldn't have even been materialized, but they're like they just like suddenly appear and like they are frozen and stuff, and you can just pick them up like any other frozen gourmet thing. Like it just turns something that's fake into something that's real. I wonder if they got rid of that glitch. Because I know they did like three patches to patch all of like the glitches and stuff that people discovered. You have to use a blade in order to unlock this. Nope. It's a Korok. Yeah. Hey, dude, that's mean. You almost hit me. Dazzle fruit? Nice. So useful against stall enemies. Alright, I'm gonna go down from here. I'm not gonna go up because I want this. Marks a spot down in the depths. Oh, I know what that is. Whatever. We shouldn't be using that one. Well, I have to break it anyways, so might as well. Oh, I'm so glad it did not. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Big, thick stick. Okay, we're just gonna sit this here for a while. There we go. Drain the water. Ancient arowana. Sage's Will. There's so many of these scattered around. 8 of them to be specific. Oh, I think it was just a shader comp thing that was causing that. It just looked like it was in the ground. Who knows, it might have been, and like the shadows were peeking up above it, but it may have just been because it was slightly underwater and it was very blurry. I like watching dev vlogs of people's projects, of things that they obviously failed a whole lot on and learned a whole lot on for game development, because it tells me a lot about computers, like comp sci, and like the aspects of game creation that I don't fully have an understanding of, that I appreciate. Like there's this game developer making a game called Astortion, which is to be announced. It hasn't been yet, but he has shown a lot of the progress he's made on like the systems for the game. He said he stopped developing it because of he stopped showing devlogs of it because he's on the part where he's built all the systems and he just has to make the game, which is like he's like laid all the groundwork for himself, and now he's given himself the opportunity to finish it what he started, and I think that's super cool. I can't remember the name of him, but the game is called Distortion, and I think it's super cool what he's doing. and what he's done so far, because I really liked it. And he shows a lot of his process of making shader comps. It doesn't show a lot of his failures, which is something that I know Sagan Hawks does. Sagan Hawks? Samuel Hawks? Someone named something like that, who does a lot of other coding stuff. Like showing like their successes and their failures, developing like systems for games and shaders and all that. And I think it's cool because they'll say something that I just don't fully understand, and then I will like learn a little bit about it because of their video, and then I'll fully understand it by the end of the video, and I think that's super cool, learning like that. Like how he used a compute shader in order to add the ability to change the character's appearance at will in the game. That is super cool. And the way he shows that is by like there is like a skin, kind of like in Minecraft, where there's just a picture of like the character from all angles, just flattened out into a 2D image, and then if you draw on that image, it will take that image information and place it onto the appearance of the actual sprite of the character. There's a lot of other things that I wish I could like fully remember and articulate. Like even if I do remember, I don't think I could articulate it very well. Okay. There's one thing I haven't gotten from here. Rockets. Nice. Rockets will be nice to have. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get more of these because rockets. Okay, on these islands, there's always gonna be a shrine, but you won't always be able to just like get into the shrine whenever you want. You'll usually have to find like the shrine core, I suppose, if for lack of a better term, since I don't think they define it in this game. But you'll find this, which is like the shrine's outline. And then it will say, hey, go find, seek the crystal connected to the beam and offer a shrine, and do so I'll give you light that banishes evil. That's what it says. And so there'll be a beam that'll show you, hey, go this way to get this shrine. And almost all of these are always blessing shrines. So the challenge for these ones is not, oh, there is a chest and I didn't see it until now. I use the thing to just wrap this chest around here so that it would be in reach with an ultra hand. Let me just pick it up. And then I bring it closer to myself, and there we go. Cut the vines before it drops it down below again, because it would have dragged it off. And old map takes me to where? Over there? I don't know where that is. If I knew where that was in the overworld, I could probably tell you where that was. Under the ground. but it's in between there and there. Seems to be above Kakariko, so maybe Sheik's... No, Sheik's mask isn't anywhere near there, is it? Whatever. I'm glad I'm getting fire fruit and dazzle fruit, though I wish I had more opportunities to get shock fruit and ice fruit. Blessing Shrine! Yippee! It's always Raru's blessing because Raru and Sonia are the only ones who made these shrines. Give me a diamond. It's 25 attack power. That's all it does. I believe diamonds also don't add that much durability, though. Because in real life, diamonds are actually quite brittle. It's the hardest material known to man, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that it's not. But hardness doesn't mean that it's durable. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's good. Just ask your mom. Maybe you should kill that... No, I don't have a Lionel bow yet. If I had a Lionel bow, maybe. But I don't, so... I'm not going to try it. There's King Gleok over there. Bunch of those. I think there's a Sage's Will on one of these. Man, I should have eaten before I went on stream. Maybe I might leave just for a sec to go eat some food. Even if I leave for a sec, I don't think I have anything to prepare that's super quick and easy to make. Okay. I could get the, what's it called? Auto build right now? And do the quest of Great Plateau. But then again, I don't know where the light roots of the Great Plateau are. I know where two are because they're very close to each other. I also seem to get auto build very quickly on almost every single one of my playthroughs. There's one. Oh. Star fragment. Yippee. Splash fruit. Nice. That'll be helpful to get gunk off of stuff. Oh yeah, it attacks, then it shows you its thing. It shows you its stone. Showed you my stone, please respond. Ow. You should be fine. If I'm not gonna die in this shrine probably, and it'll heal me at the end, so I don't have to worry about healing myself. Oh, it fell off. Or got stuck. Yeah, it was the fact that this one got stuck. Oh, I could just recall this. Stop. I just need to push it further away. Also, I need it for other things anyways, so I'm gonna use it for what it's supposed to be used for the moment. Always does that. Is he gonna get stuck? Nope. Is he gonna push the thing up? Why did that stop? No. It nudged it a little bit and then broke off. Why? Is it because of this? Okay, that's what it was. So it's not gonna get stuck there. And it's not gonna get stuck here, right? Alright. Must have been getting caught on that tiny little lip, which I didn't even think had collision. Why? Why did that happen, Link? You fucking silly bucko? This is also one of those times where you could have just skipped the entire premise of the dungeon by using a bomb shield. So, I solved it, but I didn't need to. I believe there's only three of these on the Great Plateau. And one of them's under it, and it's incredibly annoying to get to because it's buried very deep. Hello, autonomy? Autonomy? Yeah, autonomy. Thank you for the follow. Real appreciate that. I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. Very fun game. I did the puzzle to a shrine you don't need to do, because if you just have a bomb on your shield, you can just beat it. I'm at, like, the very beginning of the game. You can tell because of my hearts and stamina. But, I'm right now working towards, getting the shrines of the Great Plateau, so that when I go down below and do the quest down there, to get, heart container or stamina vessel, then I can... see, so I know where the light routes are, so I can see. Welcome to chat. How are you been? Where did that fall from? Oh. Okay. So, looking for that... There's a shrine, like... Oh, I'm pretty far away. I wish I had a hover bike. I'm good, how are you? Have you played this game before? Yes, I have. It's the only reason I know what I'm doing. But, I'm doing good. It's nice to see new faces in chat, obviously. I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. I'm a little sad that I can't wind bomb because it's what I did all the time in Breath of the Wild. But, you know, once I get the hover bike, I shouldn't have any problems. I don't want to fuse anything to that because all I'm doing, I only have it to break it. Maybe I should fuse something to it and do the Lionel Coliseum though. You know, at times like this, it's always good to just cheat. Or if you can't cheat, cheat with a different one. When did they change that? Oh. How long have I been streaming? About a year. But this session, I've been streaming for hour 30. Korak, I would love to help you, except your friend is way too far away, and I'm not willing to do that without a hover bike. Where's the shrine around this area? Is there a shrine around here? I don't have the, this is a key we put work into making entertaining. I try. Definitely do try. I don't think I am the greatest streamer of all time. I don't think Well, I don't think anyone really is, except for like, I don't know, the #1 streamer right now. But I definitely try to make it entertaining at least a little bit. I try to make it the style of my stream look cool, stuff like that. But you know, it's a process. Are you interested in streaming, or do you stream while you're on Twitch? Why is it that I'm drawing blanks so much? I'll go get the... I'm gonna first blow up the wall. Down here. Yes, Link, stand right there. I do not. I don't really like the attention on me. That's fair. It's completely fair. It's one of the things that I had a whole bunch of anxiety when I first streamed, because like talking to people I have like never ever met before, and like with the internet as it is, I just have a lot of anxiety with like retaining my anonymity and all that, which is, but so it's totally fair to have like hesitation to streaming and stuff like that, because I definitely had that a lot too. But now I just stream for fun, like having as much fun as I can. I'm trying to grow my platform. I like your little character. I don't see a lot of older looking designs these days. Yeah, a lot of people want to look young and like attractive. Meanwhile, I know I'm not attractive, and I've always felt old. So yeah. I'm actually quite young compared to most of my friends, but I always was the one who's responsible. That's the inspiration behind the design is I always felt like I was the one in charge of everyone, making sure everyone's not doing something dangerous or stupid. So I took on like the older, mature persona. I also can't remember where the opening is to this cave. Does your character have different colored eyes? Yes. Yes, it does. That's partly because I have heterochromia in real life, too. And I wanted a little bit of me placed into my character. Because I'm obviously not an old man with white hair, but, you know, I do have heterochromia, so I made sure that his eyes were slightly different colors. I feel stupid. I'm walking around and I'm just trying to find the entrance to the cave. I think I didn't go far enough this way because I remember it being next to the chasm, but not close enough that it intersected with the chasm, because obviously it couldn't. I also don't have the sensor, so... Is that the cave? Oh, that's the cave. Finally. Alright. I was getting worried that I just missed it completely. Alright. Well, this is probably the best place to break all of my weapons. So, in order to get the weapons to spawn in the depths, you need to find like the normal weapon in the overworld, like the surface, and then you need to break it. I have not broken these weapons yet, so this is a wonderful opportunity for me to break them. Just put on something blunt on it, and absolutely just waste the durability on it. That's not too hard because those things have absolutely horrible durability. I love this game too. Zelda is my favorite series of all time. I think they did really well with this game. I have a lot of gripes with the story personally, but because I'm a huge like lore nerd for Zelda. But I think the gameplay for this game is bar none Like, there is no equal when it comes to, like, how fun it is to play this game. Did I break the... Yes, I did. I broke the claymore, so I'm good with that. Hi, buddy. Ow. That was mean. You shouldn't have done that. To be sure, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story. For one, it's really confusing how they said that like in the past it was like the founding of Hyrule, when all evidence in the entire game, other than them saying the founding of Hyrule, points to this taking place after the end of the traditional Zelda timeline. And I could get into that for hours, and I probably will, but all evidence of this game's like place in the timeline points to it being after the end of the game, except for the bit where Rauru and Sonia found Hyrule, in air quotes. And what I hypothesize they mean by founding is the same reason why France is technically younger as a country than America is. Because whenever a country dissolves due to war or a revolution of some kind or revolt, you have to refound the government. It's not the same government. It has to be a different government. And so that's the reason why France is a younger country, is because it has to be refounded after the revolution, the French Revolution. And so I think that's the same thing that they're trying to get at. They just use the word found, which is confusing a lot of people and confusing me, because now I'm wondering, hey, is this actually in the right position on the timeline? When it definitely is, because, oh, okay, one of the biggest points of the theory that I have about this game being where I think it is in the timeline is the fact that Gerudo, in every other game in the series, have very round ears. And this is going to sound so weird. They have round ears, except in this game and in Breath of the Wild. So that insinuates that they have intermingled with Hylians for a very long time, long enough that their ears have gotten sharper and longer. And what's weird is... Hello, I think the squid is how you'd pronounce that? Welcome to chat as well. I'm ranting about about the lore of this game, even though I really love the gameplay of it, and it's very, very fun. But yeah, the Gerudo having sharp ears in the past, which they do have it in the past, and in the present, means that this is after they have already had a relationship strong enough with the Hylians that they have gained their ears. But Ganondorf doesn't have long ears and sharp ears in this game. He doesn't. He has round ears in this game. Which insinuates he is not a Hylian. Well, he's not related enough to Hylians. Which makes sense when you consider the reason why Hylians have long and sharp ears is because they are supposed to... It's meant so that they can hear the gods better. And if they can't hear the gods... 1 second. Wow, that did nothing. I was just hoping that would do something. Is that better? Wow, it's so dense. Okay. But more on that. Like, a bunch of people are confused on where it is placed in the timeline. And I've always been vehement that it's at the very end, the past included, is at the very end of the timeline after it, and the founding of Hyrule is a reference to the fact that Hyrule as a country may have dissolved due to whatever spawned, like whatever caused this timeline to be so separated from the original one. And in 10,000 years, it's so weird. 10,000 years is such a long time. That's more time than all of human civilization. That's more than all of recorded human civilization. That's 10,000 is such a long time. Also, it seems to be a holdover from Japanese, like the translation, because 10,000 years is just like their word for being like a lot. Like, that's a lot of years is 10,000. So 10,000 being the number that everyone goes to for the evidence of it, I don't think is right. because like the way that it was, like it's the same as saying 40 days and 40 nights back like during the biblical ages, because that was at one point their word for saying a lot of days and a lot of nights is how long it lasted or whatever. So 10,000 years is so weird for a time period, especially since, okay, if the very beginning of this is Rauru and Soya founding Hyrule, then the calamity happens shortly after that, then 10,000 years pass, then Breath of the Wild. That's just so unrealistic. All of human history would have, like, especially since the Sheikah civilization collapsed in Breath of the Wild, all of human history would have been lost to time. Like, you wouldn't know anything about what happened in Ocarina of Time, but we have referenced Ocarina of Time in Breath of the Wild, so I could go on for ages about that. So sorry for ranting your ear off. But that is my main gripe with this game's lore. But everything else about this game is absolutely fantastic. Do you have any ideas on what they should change to make more sense? I think a lot of the problems do. Eiji Aonuma had an interview a long time ago where he explained the process of how Zelda games are made, and I think that process is antithetical to making this game make any sense. The lore aspect is always second to make more sense. Yeah. Well, the lore aspect was always more is always second to gameplay. They always care about gameplay first, which is obvious. This game is very fun to play. It is so fun to get around and play. And then they care about the story. So gameplay goes first, then the story. And if they always do that, if they don't consider gameplay until after they've made the fun gameplay, if they don't consider the story until after the gameplay, then it's always going to be a little confusing. And that's what they did. Like, all of the Sheikah stuff in this game has disappeared, right? All of it is gone. Do you know what the official lore reason is for why all of the Sheikah stuff is gone? The lore reason for why all the Sheikah stuff is gone is that it just vanished. Just up and disappeared. Poof! Into the air. Into the ether. Gone. Like it was never there to begin with. And that is incredibly confusing to me. That is like, that's not the best answer. Like, I even came up with a better answer when I was talking about it with my friend when we first got the game. Was the reason all the Sheikah stuff is gone is because they wanted to get rid of it because of the reminder of the calamity. Is like it reminded them too much of the calamity, and so they got rid of it. And that was my reason that I gave as to why it disappeared. And then, but nope, the official reason is just gone. Where is that thing? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Sorry, there was another one. I was distracted by talking, but I was looking for the other one of these spots on the ceiling to put this one down, but it's over in the other section, and I just forgot where it is. I can understand that. I do like the gameplay, but you might be right. That's a good idea. Yeah. And, like, I love, like, you can see in games before, like, the modern era of Zelda, they didn't do that. Like, Twilight Princess was, like, very focused on story. Twilight Princess, I think, has one of the best stories in a Zelda game. Not the best. That goes to Majora's Mask. But, like, they focused a lot on the story in that game compared to a lot of other Zelda games, and it did so much good for it. Like, because the gameplay of Twilight Princess, you could say, is a little mid, given how, what is the thing that you do all the time in Skyward? Twilight Princess, you get a new item just to open, like, one door, and then you never use that item again, like the spinner and the ball and chain and stuff like that. And the story is really what helps that game and elevates it to, like, a much higher degree, because it's a very good story. It's very fun to watch the cutscenes and listen to these characters. And I love that. And, like, in Majora's Mask, the darkness behind, like, people's, like, impending doom as the world is about to collapse on them is real, and like it hits you right in the heart, and their denial of reality as like everything like falls apart around them is terrifying. It's very beautiful and artistic, and I just like, and it's an aspect of that game that I love so much. And I also think the gameplay of that game is wonderful. And then, but then there's just this game where the gameplay is phenomenal. Phenomenal. The puzzles are very fun. There's like hundreds of different just scratch that. You didn't see that. But the puzzles of this game are very fun. There are many different solutions to them, very creative, innovative things that you could do. And a lot of that is, I should look before I go all the way up, but I just need to see. I can't see that well. And like all the different ways that you can solve these things and all the different workarounds is very creative and it's very fun. But like, there's so many plot holes, and I'm like, come on, like from a lore perspective. Another thing is like the Zonai. In Breath of the Wild, the Zonai were going to be some massive mystery. We were so confused and perplexed, and we wanted to understand them so bad. And we tried really hard to understand them. And like, we were so confused with like the fact that we're a warrior race, and we're like, oh, the barbarian armor and the labyrinths. They're these immaculate people, and then we see them in this game, and it's like, oh, they're just related to the gods, and they're kind of uninteresting. Once like we saw them, and like we placed a name to a face, we're like, okay, so these are the Zonai, these are the people, this is what they do. All right, the mystery is gone. Like they're not fun to theorize about anymore. But yeah, I have so many theories. Like, I've also argued with a lot of people online, like about the theories of this game and like the lore of these games, and a lot of people keep on banging, but like, and like I've managed to like inform people's like my decision on like why I so vehemently believe that this game is at the end of the timeline, especially in the past. But what is that? There's like a bunch of different aspects on like I don't know. I think I've sort of resolved most of those arguments. The one thing that I do argue a lot about that is probably a little too much for me, something that I should probably like, you know, touch grass on, is Goron biology and like how they work and how they reproduce. It's like, if all of them are male, how do they reproduce? Because they're the male they're like the Gorons like in Gerudo. Hey, what's up, tree? They're the Gorons in Gerudo, in Breath of the Wild, and like, we're not women. And people are like, yeah, because there are no female Gorons. There literally aren't in any Zelda game. So how do they reproduce? Especially since they literally just say that they have a patriarchy in Twilight Princess. So, like, are there female Gorons? Do they all just look male? And they all go by he, him pronouns? But there are female Gorons? Or do they reproduce asexually? In Breath of the Wild, one of them says that they are born from the earth, which is an interesting idea. There was a theory that someone proposed that Death Mountain itself is the mother of all Gorons, and the fathers of Gorons are just the people who take care of them. But then someone else pointed out that that wouldn't work for Yunobo, because Yunobo is biologically related, like he's a bloodline descendant of Daruk. And that's why he has the shield. So that can't be the case. But still, it's interesting to think about. I never picked up a Hylian shroom, really? But I could, yeah, I could and have gone on for hours about the Zelda timeline. I also have forgotten to take my ADHD medication. I just realized that. Definitely. How do you think they reproduce? I think that they... I have a theory that they reproduce by... someone proposed this idea, and I thought it was really cool, that they take a piece... Like, there are rocks on the back of them. I think that they take the piece off of the... Like, someone says that a piece of them will, like, fall off and grow into a Goron or something. And I think that's an interesting idea... But I think it's similar to that, where it is asexual reproduction via some, like, mitosis occurrence of some kind. And that's what it is. Like, they literally take a piece of themselves and form it into, like, a new Goron of some sort. Maybe by fusing it with, like, carving it from lava, or, like, throwing a piece of them into lava, which burrs, like, a new Goron or some kind. But I do definitely think it's asexual reproduction, because they don't have... You don't think it's like seeds that grow from the earth? That could be a process. Like it could be that they take a piece of themselves...
Blood moons rise.
Thanks, Zelda. It could be the fact that they take a piece of themselves and then plant it into the ground of Death Mountain, and the volcanic rock forms them into Gorons. That could be how they do it. But I don't think Nintendo realistically is ever going to be like, this is how Gorons reproduce in Zelda, even though they have done that with Zora. I wish they just said, this is how Goron babies are made, and they just showed us the process, because they have done that with Zora. We know how they do that. That's why they would say they come from the earth. Yes, and I think that's a very good idea. As like, I would love if only they would just show us that in a game, and then I'd be like, yes, that person in my Twitch chat was right, and that's awesome, and it's cool, but like, you know. Because I love the fact that Zoras come from eggs, and they're actually amphibians, and they metamorphosize into bipedal Zora over time, and they're born as like tadpoles. That's so cool, because you can see Zora being hatched in Majora's Mask. I would still be asexual reproduction, but it would support the myth. Yeah, exactly, and that's the kind of idea like those are the kind of people who think like that are the people who should be writing for these Zelda games. You should write for Zelda. Tell Nintendo right now that you want your job. I'm just kidding, but you know. I think ideas like that like tickle the imagination are the more fascinating aspects of these games. You hear my voice, draining water to the gaze when freed from my gratitude. Depths below, go to the four eyes. Just tell me to go to the eyes. Each one has eyes near, yeah. But yeah, that's like an interesting idea that I think is really cool. I still think that them using lava in order to reproduce would be awesome. Like them taking a piece off of themselves and using it as a seed with the lava, because lava is earth. It's like liquid earth, and it also supports my theory that they have lava in their bellies, and that's how they digest rocks. Because how else would you digest rocks? They're rocks. I really need... Okay. I might put this off for now, because I do really want... I have an idea. Well, I'd love that job. It sounds like you really support... you would enjoy that job too. Tell me, if you could go back and remake this game, what changes would you make? I would keep a lot of the Sheikah stuff from Breath of the Wild, not the shrines probably, but I would keep like I would show that they're breaking down the shrines and that they're breaking down the towers and moving them somewhere else, and like they're decommissioning the great beasts, the divine beasts, because they're no longer like they are bad taste in everyone's mouth after the calamity, like, and show like remnants of the towers being broken down and like falling apart, perhaps after years of ruin as well. I would show a lot of the shrines from Breath of the Wild having holes in them, like this game does. Down into like this area in the Great Plateau, like having the chasms appear where there were the shrines. I think this quest would stay exactly the same as it is. What else would I change? Because that would add like a better lore reason, in my opinion, for that, and that would help me sleep at night at least. And then what other things would I change? I would talk more about how Hyrule collapsed. Like I would say that they're refounding Hyrule, like they're refounding the country that like made a country that collapsed at one point, and that would support my position in the timeline for where it is. And I would explain better how the Gerudo gained their ears, because the Gerudo having sharp ears is a plot hole that they don't explain in this game. It'd be like through either years of intermingling with Hylians, or through other methods. Like someone suggested a theory that the goddess Hylia granted them their sharp ears after they got rid of Ganon, so that they could better hear the gods, like the same way the Hylians do. But that isn't supported in the game because they have long ears before they get rid of Ganon, and they have and they don't believe in Hylia in Breath of the Wild. If you walk by the Hylia statue and you talk to one of the Gerudo, they say, "Oh, we keep that there just because," but no one really believes in that stuff anyways. That's like almost what they say verbatim. And so if that's true, then why would they need long ears in that case? Like they don't need to listen to the gods anymore. If that's true. Because they aren't listening to the gods anymore. So they don't need the long ears. So them being a blessing by Hylia wouldn't make any sense. So I'd have to suggest it's like commingling with Hylians, and then that would be my official explanation for why. And then I would continue on with that, just like give more depth to Gerudo in general, because they are, I think, a lot of they seem very one-dimensional in both this game and Breath of the Wild. And they're more two-dimensional than they've ever been in Zelda history, especially in these two games. But still, I'd like to see more of the Gerudo, especially the relationship with Ganon, and how the betrayal of Ganon shook them more. That'd be an interesting concept to look around. Just to see more of the hurt and pain that was created by Ganon. I was like, man, I can't see anything. I wish I could see. And then my brain went, you idiot. I think the eye is too heavy, but I want to have this build saved in my history for when I get thing. It adds to the lore without taking away from the gameplay. Exactly, because the gameplay is awesome. And also, I think it would be a great homage to all the things that we did in Breath of the Wild, a reminder of all the things that we achieved. When people play this game and they see the broken down, when they see the broken down towers and stuff, and because I really like the Mipha's fountain, and I put it on upside down. I really like Mipha's statue in on Polymus Mountain. That I think is a really cool addition that they added to this game. So stuff like that, seeing more of that stuff would be, I think, a lot cooler. For all the people who like spent a lot of hard work on this, on Breath of the Wild, spent thousands of hours playing that game like I have. Oh, I'm stupid. Ah, I wish I remembered how to make a freaking hover bike. No. What are your thoughts on Zelda lore? Is there like something personally that you have a strong opinion about? Things that you like, things that you dislike, things that you wish were like honored better or mentioned more? Uh, no. You need to be perfect with this, I swear. There! That's near perfect hover bike. Okay. Yeah, it is way too heavy. Hopefully I have it saved in my history, though, for Ultra build. I think I'm not going to build anything because of that. Oh, my dusk bow is badly damaged. Oh, but the blood moon just happened. I can go get another one. Bombs. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta go eat. I'll be sure to tune in next time and chat more about this. I love talking about this. Have a good night and a good stream. Thanks for chat comments. Thank you so much for joining me as well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope you enjoy whatever you're about to go eat. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me as well. I had a lot of fun talking about this. You were a very fun chatter. Nice. Time to get auto build. Yeah, I'll get auto build before I do this. The eye will stay there. Authorizer verified. It's moving. Verifying auto build to authorizer now. Please utilize it to explore any sky. Nice. Got all. You got all 5 of the abilities. Did I see what I thought I saw? I think just gave you power. Or you've been researching. It's incredible. Could you give a demonstration?
Ah. Oh.
Oh. Oh, it's like I'm seeing devil. Yes, credit where credit is. There's one foe I'll never forget. It's the man who cast me from my Gruta Desert hideout into the very depths. It was you! I live for vengeance, both upon that no-good Zelda and upon my sworn enemy. That means you, Link. We met again at last, and don't try and tell me you've forgotten me. We are bound by fate, you and I. Hear my name and tremble. I am the leader of the Yiga clan, the strong, the depth-defying, from the ashes rising, Master Koga. Master Koga of the leader of the Yiga clan. I saw it all. The moment you obtained the ancient power we've sought so long for, the highlight of this musty old text has been found in this land. Numbers, objects you assemble, and you should really produce them. You're cheating. Now I'm gonna snatch it back. Okay. Don't care, didn't ask. Nice. So I was gonna let you off easy for today. You think you're so smart, but I've already found a whole bunch of ruins for down here. Say a little trick here. Use your right hand to get the construct going. I'll grab it. So don't follow me. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him. Thank you for helping these trespassers. Former Gruta mine. I'm gonna use the restroom right now. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Adventure logs. I swore the eye got placed somewhere to the sidelines after you did all of that. Schema stones for schematic building. I love this game so much. Should have put the eye in the place before I did this. But hey, now I can build the... There's the eye. Let's see how it flies though. Okay. I'm fine with that. Alright. I am starving though. Oh, I've been sitting for 2 hours. Maybe I'll go for 3 and get some food. I should generally just plan better before I stream. I'll do this quest and hopefully I'll have streamed into it for 3 hours. Ouchie. Either I do that or I don't know. Gotta do something. Can't wait until I do a whole bunch of off-camera, like, PO farming and Zonai farming. Oh, there's also a flux construct right there, isn't there? I could kill that guy. I think I ought to kill the flux construct. They always protect a chest. Okay. I don't know where the word Hylian was set before that. Hylian pinecone, like any other type of pinecone. Maybe there is, I don't know. Okay, so no, these aren't rockets. Oh, also, the whole reason I fucking did this is for the chest, and I don't know, I didn't open the chest. Normally open the chest during the fight, so... I don't remember where that is. It seems to be right below Lurlin, which is weird. Why? Why is this double cold? It wasn't before. Just need to have something that's fire element. There. I think I know what it wants from me. Wow, this moves much faster than it used to. That's how you use stasis without needing to use stasis. What the hell? Okay. I hate that horizontal speed is capped more than vertical speed is. Makes it annoying to get anywhere. You know, when I didn't know that the horizontal speed was capped, I didn't have a problem with it. It was only after I knew that I had a problem with it. That's how the chest used to be in Breath of the Wild. Wing down right there. Fan right there. Another fan right there. Let's throw a light on the front because it'll have batteries on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's really deck this thing out. Put the eye. Wagamoto. Center right here. Yeah, just so we can see the ass of it. I also think that, like, actually, in actuality is what I mean. The way that the wings work is that they don't just catch the air more, or they have more wind resistance. I also think that they have less gravity as well, in that the weight of the things that are on them have less gravity while they're attached to the wings. All right. I think I'm gonna do this last one and then I'm gonna call it for the day because I am fucking starving and I've streamed for about an hour and 3/4. So no, an hour and 3/4. No, 3 hours, almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 3/4. That's right, 2 hours and 3/4. Because yeah, almost 3 hours, which is not as much as I normally stream. I'll admit that, but not as much as I'm going to stream today. I'm just really hungry, and I want to get some stuff done today. Tomorrow I have to stream Fallout New Vegas, so I think I'm just going to use the large Zonai charge. Slight tilt to the right, but not worse than I've ever had. Come on, really? Sorry, there's an earwig in my room. I don't think I got it, but at least left me. You've returned my eyes, the vessels of my spirit. We can now speak properly. In ancient times, my eyes were stolen and sealed away. For eons, I have waited for one who would hear my voice and return them to me. And here you are. As promised, I will repay your kindness by bestowing good fortune upon you. A stamina vessel. Your wish is granted. Awesome. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have, I'm Cronus Potatoes, and I'll be signing off. Bye-bye.